fast forward any come all channel social so I'm say a haxi a GH politics avenue odia podcast of training because we headlines na jemre na yidi bi exomo any di me ho rock show must any ed kan ya message which must subscribe to the channel hit notification bell no so share na for from so insert into in can be any di ma be shock say yon king sim ono ye queen sim ma ye Solomon also a communication officer Emma a movement for change na okutua okotran a Onua FM so a na nya asem koto akra exposes ahodo a papa no etimi aye efa na Addo dan kwa Akuffo ado hono Onua asefem ehu behia se yidi bi esomwo na o kire se na Addo dan kwa Akuffo ado tama na oti akonya so no gold ahodo a papa etimi etabriye e de kotena ama no Onua enya asem koto akra na one man be timi e breakima international media no say na Addo dan kwa Akuffo ado wone no na smogo can say good if free gun house e de eko amanonia ono asem no asefem a ehu behia se medi bi esomo yemo wram na inti ensema hodo a Solomon so ajembre na otubi e de emane ye meda se wajembre e wo ha aha GH politics avenue
amenka se so ma we ayesenke be chichira enye enne na osenka wontumi ekokot na osenka wontumi yedena kogina emrana no in 2022 thereof. But they say ne wo abanya o mampeni na oda no ofo galamsey so ntino wantumi anya hoye
ofo so say
o ofo galamsey so na refi so obeka kire say Akontamani was never involved in any shade of galamsey.
So you based on investigation na
one investigation yeah on a simple matter on say abana ni o mena me MPP mu otan a eni edru ntino on a simple matter say ye be millennium awards na Ministry of Trade eka ho obi koye allegation say ye bibi e friend cash for seat ye jijin Akuffo sika no abaya na owura Akuffo ado eda no ekoso together with parliament ye parliamentary probe for the first time esan say one na that Ministry of Trade ano oral antimante ye mpen yi tika no mu fi se waye bone binti yenko gu nani ma se o parliament satan no na MPP aban and the majority of parliament they could have solved it but I say no yenko e call parliamentary probe no be the live na ye telecasted live amoral antimate ko tena ya toto na no ye wie ne se ne ho so ejeye de na issue on galamsey say yensase sensu o mampani commission public inquiry bia me kra ye huye CID for mekanjere so mgo hwemu no enya no kra in fact one kasa Minister of Lands and Natural Resources abuginapo any one kasa nipa appointed to the Minerals Commission ebe ka kire say your friend say wuntumi na ne nkofo na wura tano nimere forest mu na no mu ni license bia na say permit and as a mining lease also mo de dey edi wuram enunti on what basis anoman peni be ka kire say Akontamani was not involved any form or shade in any illegal mining. Now so man peni be di intro. Now you can only defend the indefensible abra bia na won so unya the share of the kitty unya
benefit him
enunti me twa adwena kosi de Ǎrrěstejd Matthias young man no Al Jazeera investigators ko interview no ka say every month bia or no man penny Akuffo ado no moye connection gold connection between 40 to 60 million dollars worth of gold free chroma echo are you connecting the two?
Oh na say one can say every month
say every month bia
yeah good connection
I say connection I do connection with the president I'm quoting Ǎrrěstejd Matthias and it are you connecting the doors the first part of the argument they say Obia wow Minister of Lands and Natural Resources and the Minerals Commission akaka say or ye illegal mining ni enyo mampani o te so say sa nipa na Lands and Natural Resources workers or ye illegal mining no onye illegal mining bia ye free one ye nya branch bi obeka say me no mampani ye gold connection so why do you think mampani was getting the gold from where simple logic nana we men kan se wado wa tiefo mamamu me bia ki no
enti onko diem no patch say na Addo ne wontumi na galamsey
say we dia me bia ki no me kan say anchiro but what I'm saying is say obi a wo ye illegal mining wo institutional wo yi aswafo de hwa no kasa sumesi wo ye illegal mining no man pani na because answer no man pani betumi aka bibia about illegal mining ho no also advise free the Lands and Natural Resource Minister ho such as here and the Lands and Natural Resource Minister also get advice from the Minerals Commission so the Minerals Commission say ye illegal mining and we advising minister no so man pani we advice must be coming from the minister. Minister so illegal, man penisi there be one illegal. And you know be a case of man penisi your gold connection. So we me mount the conclusion. And Nutine was a cosa. There is no doubt to say Galamsey higher. Now me there be a quart to say 9 months here, but they must move it and not further. Say young quarter young boys now a war a pitching mono. And your money the course.
Okay.
Empenifo a mo wa be mo hemfo asofo malamfo mo aye frem honorable sir mo masika me say yensas no me say chichum one of such people na you ntumi. This is the first time mo o man no eko after obi a oye campaign na say mo esi 2020 in fact wontumi ka ho bi ano mampani Akuffo Addo e the airline 2462 buy.
Oh, but you can't say that for a fact.
It was the chronology of events. One to me was alleged. She said, "I'm not opportunity. I won't go into detail." Yeah. But in 2022, I'm telling you what the Minister of Lands Abuja Pokai and what the Minerals Commission Isikai said in 2022. No, there was no mining lease ratified. There was no EPA license. There was no operating permit. Won't to me kura. Then I can't mine kura or mode egura. Canon in forest. Yeah, the next thing was that in the same 2022, no, near passing LI 2462, assembly, any assembly Bishiana. Say after the Yamaha Quasa go for you could do a forest. To make us same way, now how the Cordino who say a branch and say, no man penny a gold connection. Now if he said, why ain't you any Jinaswa, your passes Samran?
Now Samran, then they see and this who quite so mobile. Almost
and yeah, Nane, dear Dome say, and your party neighbor. Now, send you be a bro much in 2028, you know. Sir, Eli, we one promise yes, all bear menu. Also revoke it. Now, indeed, I'll see a revoke it yourself. Or man being one more when neither one more quiet. Also, because you go to especially, you won't go for your irresponsible man or your chroma, or more be a yard and not take an inch. Say ya kwa say and sassy. Ah, ye near Cadia bet me dear, I reclaim his answer in the back. Now say, would ye, woo ya, ye in ye go for the wound in your one who say, yet the ansas ya must see him go to now so dear ma. Now ye in a Cassassim position, I had an above more bitching, you know. Matis and Mimitier Minister of Justice, Attorney General. Yeah. So my papers in your way. So what I'm seeing now is a free a binan Casaho. One arm, which is executive. Say, minister no or executive.
Yes.
It is here a Scottish Parliament best argument. Or more the same brand Mayano, or more some go back from 2 years. Equally. Na me feels like a 14th October no more corner or more quaggy or my day or what may ye through Anna speaker so I catch say or Parliament to the crown or die be what 2 months of 1 hour trying.
O say bia Edumasunu bi o ho.
Edumasunu means speaker on
say Edumasunu bi o ho mo ye. What say Edumasunu
ko mo titifia mo nyehwe mo ko bie dan no mo ngongo ya adwuma. Na ye nkoyi airline mfiri ho. Na niema bebre wo ho no mo no. Ye nya mfiri ni enkoyi anim. Eno nti medie Endra ade esi o court no. Won't me ya we say was survive all these years because there was a leader na ofo abone so. Ah, ya tena kromwa leading members of the party are you a free emu to catch say yenja Galamsey tunde yenja tuchira ye tie na Paul catch say man ne de be ya ye be di assassin e de see on kai Professor Fimbo watching report ni bi da
yes
wo bo nipa hodo a omo ye Galamsey okro wan kai bi
na say no bobo for MP na ndisi
absolutely and you know that time no essence na ban ye complicity want to be anko and I'm expecting some ban we say and this will be because aban we so abonipa mienu di ya me ne abanga say yes afanko ka your friend say Professor Fimbo watching you see nana enisi so Galamsey so essence ye tie Yen sika krano, inura ye toma yemba, eto bia oba to be the yare bi ba house and we dey free. Yen ni krana ye say, ni ntie, yen nya sa ya de bi. And it is obi no one political party no sensual sense as ya. O political party manifesto na ifa na church obi ba me sensual. Wo sa party no so yinima. Say we your man before. We yinima kra Ghana for do na ebe wo say mo ye ni papa mo be to aba mo. And until we must go and face the music. The me one say Kwame Antwi aye na yi akonta man ni boss wo de wo ye free enyo wa wo hwe adwuma no so no o ye papa ga be ye free
o na say e bi o hwe de wi enema ne kona
ko say why bone on
obi onye bone
wo ze kromo ade bi ba be abra kenoforiata start dwane free o me ka chem say o man ko fa kenoforiata ma o set bad president say si anu di bone o be ye free man ka anya nu na sie na nya nu na sie Kwame Antwi ye free
Obaba
Kwame baba o hye yembo
obaba
kenoforiata de afenyo ko nya parliament hye bo se me o ere da be
October
na me ni October epe me bi so enutino ono no a wodi ade nenim kra ya we look me share video bi in 2022 credit to UTV na mebuno forestry commission asofo ehemfo a samra boy ewura tano nimri forest mo a omso mo ne ye friend say akonta man e de kwakoye ani na ya ambushi omo na tuo ni ade sisi omo so say enyomo no nkojeje o inside omo anya nwu a omeku omo na bi tie ohempon a o samra boy hono o kase adan no se basa nana why must we sit in a country, a beautiful country like ours na ya man go for kakra bi sika edufro pet sika ni bre bin sika kra mi hu de omo je omo de ye ni anya kakra mzo kra ye ni gise wo sika no bibie no wo mo a ya akono ebi no anya sika ya omo nya wi na omo nya stroke omo kra omo ntumi nante obi wi bi ne ho dendende woni sa nipa no wan na wo abrabobo ne je.
All right. Solomon Owusu, Onoye senior member. He's a senior member and
he's a communication director.
Solomon Owusu, communication director, Movement for Change.
Position way. Where you from so?
And this is here, a political party.
Abawi.
One a cell
Movement for change.
Only a video a 2-in-1. If you are any a councillor, Lutrod, I say, a bra honors wajem na all probe into a year daddy lumba new one litigations a hodwo ne yirekotwano nso atimi etusu eja edi egu eye dede lumba ebusuama onua anya asem kotwa papa na jemre a obonchire mu no so yedi bi esum enti video yi wode boba baako ekum enomami no meda se wajemre e wa say yenkwen semu
just making decision upstairs. Is everything all right with them? I am not interested in Agogo Sewa. I am not interested in Odo Bruni. My interest is if we allow this to fly, wives who are quiet should know that in your civil marriage, anybody can walk and share an estate with you that they were married in secret. What happened to the law of bigamy? Do you know what bigamy is? Bigamy is a man who is married under the civil law and goes to perform any type of marriage rite. Do you know what is infidelity with a proof? Infidelity with a proof is the state of a man who is married under any customary law or married under what do you call it, civil law, and move ahead to go and have sexual intercourse to produce babies. That is infidelity. So if Akuffo Sewa has been quiet, that Lumba had children, and she's condoned to it mistakenly, the first thing is that is an error, because Akuffo Sewa has the right to press charges against Lumba for infidelity with the proof by the children. So when did our custom allow that a baby mama can evolve to become a widow? Where do we sit and say family determines who? I mean, I had a very honorable man. A very, very honorable man speaking. Somebody who has been a parliamentarian before, saying that nobody determines who a widow is, but it's our custom. Which of the laws? Who is a widow? A widow is the wife of the deceased man. Is that not it?
Yes.
And a widower is the husband of. So where on earth do we say that custom demands that I'm married to my wife today? When I die, they can decide to go and pick Felicia as a widow because I have a child with Felicia. An honorable man said this. Hey, what is wrong with us? I could just say West people. I think they are not strong, or they don't see what is coming. But if on the 6th December has been accepted by the office of the president, according to what Starboy Abu Zabenyi said, I could just say what should rise up. I've seen their letters. I've seen letters. I've seen injunctions. I've seen a lot of things on Ghana Web. They should put in more fire.
I say, who incited?
I am inciting because if we don't protect our marriage laws, it's not distraction. They should set the record straight. Who is the wife of Lumba by document?
And you know, Oko set the record straight to destroying the reputation that Lumba have.
But Ebuson Penny can open his mouth that his son who has passed and is legally married in Germany can say after his investigation he realized that the son has married again, which is he knows it's a crime.
Now, say what you mean for Ebusafoni penny mistake be okoye.
But he's made it openly.
And friend, the image of that Lumba brand.
But what he was doing was denting the image of the son. Unless he doesn't know. What is their interest for Addo Broni to become a widow? What are they looking for? Then I'm sure. Addo Broni pen Lumba in a way. I didn't be a good penny master.
Na say be Addo Broni so no Lumba ekoye no hwade wo fi.
And I'm say Lumba koye no hwade Ebusa penny no jitu mu say Ebusa penny no. No see onim. Dabi no konim here. One je be koye no hwade. So that in California, the law says that if a man is married already under civil law and you are lying to marry again, that second marriage is null and void by law. Go and read it. So even if they have a proof today that some category of selected human beings went to stand in so that they perform marriage right for Addo Broni, that marriage is null and void because there's a civil marriage. What are we doing?
Because I don't go here.
I didn't say we want master. Do you know what you are doing to Akosua Sewa? Do you know what we are doing to her? A citizen whose husband is a citizen, whose children are citizens. Do you know what happened in the German embassy? Then you can. Ana obusampenyo nti ya kana se. Meche okuna yo no Addo Broni anyebia den na besi. Ade ne eguru bani asisa. Na nyina ya hwe ha ya edin. Addo Broni onyama danfo. Sewa onyama danfo ogina haji so be kan se nyamfo ni atwegu anka binim no. I don't care about both of them, but I care about the precedent we are setting in the name of customary rights. The laws in this country, if you check the chapter 11 carefully, it gives us rights of customary marriage. Ghana accepts polygamy, but a man cannot be civil and still want to practice polygamy. You just leave the civil marriage and go and start the polygamy. And Lumba focused on a civil marriage and decided to have babies, and Akosua became quiet about it. Why now are we pushing an agenda that a family head, that one of the people I respect in Ghana, was family heads. And I look at them because they didn't rise up as small boys by virtue of knowledge, no school knowledge. If I respect them from that rising. But when they begin to goof, to give themselves to children to behave like this to them, I feel bad. Obin kache busampenyi say, asem na wakana ya soma ya twetwe or the nungwasi ebre busuan esan say, Daddy Lumba kra te kire say, oni Akosua say wa e wo German awade a enguye. Enti awade obi a wato mra. Akosua ni busuanfo sorry. No one for tabo ento yie no so.
Oh dabi eno dabi na wo kan.
Masa.
Ana ka me no.
Papa anya hwe abodi nya hwe.
Oh dabi.
O ka de dabi. Am say menye dwun anse no yere do yero.
Enti say ebusapani na eye mistake a. Eni kwa say ye na ye wo chire so ye mistake. Na Lumba brand wa build reputation ni ade no. Ye nkon dent na nse no. Ebusapani be ka che en say onim say Lumba wari obi kan. Ono sha say me bo a. Yes.
Alamwa.
I the same busa penina no.
No, I feel also a investigation. What investigation, but we no proof. Or see what comes finally no. Lumba koyo odo one day. One and then koyo in 1 year. Is it showing up by pictures? Why? I see. As we are going to it's a summer we are seeing my own. Say Lumba feel say you good in Masia. Do yourself at so unkunu be unkunu.
Ah, baby, what do you know?
Shakai. Say Captain can want to say. Oh, wo e twa de so. Ye bia jatum sa. Ni start your selection no. A year time in do ye. Ni e bia to ho. Wo wan kan ye. Councillor Lutot. Wo no kre. Wan ka. Me nam one. Radio presenter. Wako jia demudie na what radio na
as an area there we are all catch Lumba someone say on Saturday
me ke busua saman sa mo de hia no ye said anim say am pass sunsun wo wiase mu a obi anko kekere na on tisim no pam nkrofo mu hia dia on sem fata wa be gire ye nachi wa ye no ho anteman intelligent, honorable, powerful president. Obi abeji mo be so gun enu asebia no. Suma e da busuo ni mu na suma bia na me bia from be mbo. Aden yesa. Okunafo su Bible ni say okunafo osu enye su ketwa. Aden ye bi no bi ma nesu nisu. She has tolerated this thing for a star. And this is the end of it. I say me. I'm not talking for Akosia Sewa. I'm not talking for Addo Bruni or whatever her name is, Priscilla. But when I saw the suit, I was happy. I'm saying, say, Omuntie, Wanya Okuna, Dene Besi. Mayama sleeping dogs to lie.
To you say, Yama, Akosia Sewa, and Yenukuna. Addo Bruni in Tinechri, ye na ye which Ribiano.
The family has recognized Lumba Womba, and the law says that we should organize the children. Ye Lumba is citizen, and what cross Abawano and Kola woman and the Babu Yankola are citizens. I get what I'm saying. And who will file for them? It's a legitimate wife who has understood that my husband has children who will file for them. But as we speak, she's not been able to prove by death certificate that my husband is gone.
So, and as I see, I know the cause is here, the yes is here, or the court. Now, your husband got married again? That is a serious issue. That is against their laws there.
Against even our law, huh? Even Ghana, it's against it because the civil marriage must run as civil marriage. You can be polygamous, nobody will stop you. So I've been catching with some penny say, Onima or your penny, your boo mano. But memo fan who falling for you and Casanibia Sebia no Gotrano. The Obekayano on train sign because a Yenimguasia Malumba. Or being Cassa Lumen to what do. But what warrior Cosia say what crat appear, shed you walk Gana with me and pay me.
Yeah.
Mahubium. Say I'm passing Lumba could be on 1 day. Some more certificate in put chair. More the chair and cry. The law says once the first marriage has not been dissolved, whatever marriage that happened is null and void. Me that's a jai. Our day example they be as a majan wari mama no ndeti so wari no. Oye no de gidi sa. E chirema yeko hu se na ba yo na wari da no. Mra ne sisi a me nyina yen kase as a majan oba asasi so no. On wale da e wo kratem. That's the law.
Yeah.
We sama hodo timi ko so channel no so mamna so yemre e wo hada sene se obade ne so e de adum bi edum ye nia. Ye be say abawram ne yasomo yi pa. GH Politics Avenue.